Hi, everyone. Paris, Sparklet, and Totems, let's go.
The latest breaking news with Shaktilyn, latest in Upland, and the
news with latest in Upland, with the metaverse,
step into the world, ready to with his Sparklet, step into the world, ready to
with the metaverse,
step into the world, ready to with his Shack Attack.
Hi, guys. I'm Shaktilyn, and this is the Shack Attack, Season 1, Episode 13. Thank you for joining me today. I have been busy. The last time I was streaming, or the last time I made a video, it was before Genesis Week, and I've been up to a lot since then. And I'll get into that, but in the last video, I predicted the release of Paris, and it happened. We talked about the possibility of aerial transportation coming to Upland, and that was announced during Genesis Week. And we joked around about hot air balloons. Those were not introduced into Upland. And then we had the launch of Sparklet on the crypto exchange, BitGet, and we're involved now in the airdrop campaign again. And then just today we got to begin activating our totems for Chapter 2 totem experiment with life on Upland. It's been an exciting, busy time. And so let's just take a look at some things together. And I also want to encourage you, if you're a new player and you have questions about Upland and specific things you would like me to cover, please send me a direct message in Discord or on X. Because I get a lot of emails from players, and I spend a lot of time answering questions about various aspects of Upland. And, sometimes those of us that have been playing for a while, we forget about what the questions are. We get so used to the world of Upland that truly sometimes you guys have questions, and all of us would love to help. We just need to know what the questions are. So I would love to hear from you so that I can target the content of my videos to be most helpful to all of the new players that are coming into Upland right now. All right. So let me share my screen. Let's dive into the game of Upland. There's the beautiful map, and this is Paris. So I really like the way they did this. Oh my goodness. I think I need multiple monitors. Yeah, that's what I need. What could go wrong with that? All right, well, I don't know. I guess we'll just try it this way, and I will hope that it's showing up okay. I like the way they released this. It was a multi-day city release that started with the property bundles, and I got some bundles, and I wasn't super thrilled with anything that I got in those bundles, but it was a pretty cool opportunity to get some properties in Paris before the live city release. And what was super useful about that was that when we went into the actual day of the city release, where we mint the properties at launch, I had already scoped out a place that I liked. Now, my daughter's name is Madeline, and it's spelled exactly like this. I wonder, is my mouse showing up on the screen? Yes, good. Okay. My daughter's name is spelled exactly like this, and I was super excited to find the neighborhood of Madeline in Paris. And so I looked around for anything that was sort of special in Madeline, and there's the Élysée Palace, which is the presidential palace. It has a fascinating history that dates way, 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 way back. Including serving as the home of Napoleon Bonaparte and some very interesting characters since that time. And it is where the current president of France, Macron, lives. The presidential palace. And so because of the bundle sales the day before launch, I was able to jump onto one of the properties that was owned already by somebody who had bought a Paris property bundle right next to these. And so that's what I did at launch, is I had my Block Explorer here, and I was able to just go ahead and mint these lovely properties. And then on the next day, we got to find out the addresses for our passes, which I also had some of. And so that's the way the Paris release went. Oh, look, oh, I love it. This over here, property owned by my friend Drifter. And look at that. This is one of the things I've been busy doing, is I opened a map asset store, and this is Shaq's Love Drop. And I did not know that was going to be there, but I'm thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Thank you, Drifter. That looks beautiful. So my Shaq's Love Drops are sold at my showrooms that are called Shaq's Love Shack, which I thought was super cute. So as you all know, I use hearts a lot, and I thought that a big, huge, shiny red heart would be great for helping us all spread love around the Upland community. So thank you, Drifter. I'm super thrilled to see Shaq's Love Drop sitting there. Anyway, these are my three buildings in Madeline across from the presidential palace. And the other thing I love about this Paris release is that they have the unique structures that we get to build. And these structures are, for the most part, only available one structure per day. And it's been a great way of kind of prolonging the joy and the thrill and the newness of a new city release. And I believe, I'd be interested to know what you all think, but I would say that this is a fantastic way to increase the use of Sparklet. Because for me, I would usually mint a new city, and I would think to myself, yeah, I'm going to build there someday. And I can't even count how many properties I own that I bought and thought, one of these days, I'll start a structure there. But when you have like a new structure each day, where you can only build it on one day, and then it goes away forever, what an amazing, fantastic way to get us to utilize our Sparklet and get building in a new city. So this was the day one structure, and then we see these cute little guys which I think are just gorgeous. I think that was on day 2. Let's take a look at what am I staked on? Yeah, so I've got these condos, and I think this condo might be my favorite. This little guy is super rustic, old-fashioned looking. Oh, and then there's the castle. So we'll have to take a look at this. I love the castle. Let's take a look at that. This I built in Notre Dame. Oh, man. Did you all know? I bet you all know this, but I only learned it recently. You can hop onto the property by double-clicking it, and then the thing that just happened doesn't happen. Look at this. Notre Dame is going to be full of castles. This is beautiful. How exciting. I know it's not really called a castle, but I like to call it a castle. So that's my castle. This is gorgeous. Okay, what else do we have? This is my other favorite thing. I'm building what I call the 3 towers. And I don't remember the name of this city or neighborhood. But these are my 3 towers. And I think it's going to look super, super cool when it's all done. So I'm very excited about those. And this is the neighborhood of Saint-Gervais. All right, so my 3 towers. Anyway, I hope that you've gotten to build all of the new structures because it's limited time and they'll never be available again. And it's such a great opportunity and a great way to get us using our Sparklet and buying more on the exchange. Just gorgeous. Speaking of the exchange, why don't we check that out real quick? How is Sparklet doing today? Let me stop sharing and figure out my presentation here. Let's open a new window. I know there's a better way to do this. I'll get it figured out someday. How about that? Okay. Share screen. Okay. So I think Sparklet is doing really, really well. I'm really pleased. And so this is a 1-month chart. We can see the price started a lot higher. And this is a weekly chart. So the price started, I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot higher. And then it got as low as like 3.5 cents or so. I was able to pick some up just under the 4-cent mark. And I also picked some up at 9 cents and some around 6 cents. I am super happy with all of those purchases, and I plan to buy more. It seems to me, this is not financial advice, of course, because I don't know what the future holds, but to me, it seems like a great opportunity to pick up a whole bunch of Spark at great prices, because this is a proven utility token. And we all know that no matter how much of it we own, we always end up needing more. So not financial advice, but I, for one, plan on getting as much Sparklet as I can. And I'm loving having more. I think I've tripled the amount of Sparklet that I have had over the last couple of years. And with triple the Sparklet, I'm able to do so much more in Upland. So I think the price is holding its own really well. I saw Happy MFer post on Twitter, on X today, that, like the utility token Sparklet was one of the only ones in his entire list that was green. So really, I'm pleased. I think it's doing really well. And now let's bring Upland back up. So what I have been doing over the past few months is building and opening MetaVentures and factories. So if you go into the directory and type Shack, you can see that I have soccer stores, and I have the Shack's Love Shack, which is where I sell Shack's Love Drops. And I have one in Sao Paulo and Los Angeles. And let's just type it in. Shack's Love Shack. Sao Paulo, Los Angeles, Queens, and San Francisco. And I will be manufacturing other items as well, but for now I have Shack's Love Drop. Let's see, Shack in Map Assets. There we go. So let's take a look at one. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you to the Tosh Shack for making this for me. Did a beautiful job. So those are my showrooms. And then I also have a factory that I opened in Creedmoor Hub, where I will be manufacturing some Halloween-related map assets. And then we have the Crown Jewels in Detroit. And this is where I will be, that's the showroom. If we look at the factory, we can see Crown Jewels. And this is where I will be manufacturing structure ornaments, which are all submitted to Upland, and I'm just waiting for approval. So I'm super, super excited about those coming out. And I'm not going to show you yet. I'll keep those a secret until they've gotten approval and we start selling them. The Crown Jewels factory and showroom are also part of the Tosh Shack design team. Okay, but the shops I opened, again, there's ones for soccer all over the globe and Variety Legits and Block Explorers. I have a car showroom in Buenos Aires. So, yeah, I've been busy. And I love having stores all over the globe. It's very convenient for when, like when we have the potions. And, it's not like we all have our Block Explorer sitting around in San Francisco. We are players from all around the world. And these players from all around the world are building in different locations on the map. And so it's really great if somebody can send me a message and say, hey, you have this potion in San Francisco. Could you please move it to Rio de Janeiro for me? And I'll be like, yeah, you bet. And I'll move it to Rio de Janeiro. So, I'm kind of on the fence about, is it better to encourage everyone to come to just your neighborhood, to your one special shop in your one special neighborhood? I mean, that's a great concept too. But there's something that I like about making shopping convenient for other players. So I do like having the MetaVentures opened in multiple locations across the globe. So while we're on the MetaVenture theme, let me show you something else. There it is. Okay. So a lot of you have already seen these, but let me tell you, the Toss Shack, and for those of you that don't know, that is the Toss stands, is for Toss Head. Toss Head is a longtime Upland player, and he is my business partner. So the Toss Shack, obviously the shack part is because I'm Shaktilyn. And the Toss Shack has been in business together since 2022, so over 2 years. And we have created a whole bunch of map assets and structure ornaments. Now, the thing is that we only just recently got these into the game. There was a very, very, very long delay that just about killed us. But we finally were able to get these into the game of Upland. And because it took so long, and because it was so difficult to do, we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled to be selling these from our podium showroom in Detroit. And in case you haven't seen them yet, and even if you have, let me go ahead and share these with you because I'm so proud and so thrilled. So these are the Sizzle Season ornaments, an entire collection called Dragon Volcano. And these were designed to go on speedway racetracks in Upland. So we have the brake markers over here, and we have the race control tower here. And this is the finishing line cup, and then these thematic structure ornaments to go on the houses all throughout the speedway. And I just think they're amazing and gorgeous, and I love them. And I'm so excited that they are finally in the game of Upland. And I do know some of the models have already sold out. These are special in, they're special to me because we made them. They're even more special because they were so difficult to get into the game. They are also special because they have incredibly low mint numbers. The max mints, for example, on this guide, on the Luxe Modern, and each of these apartments are max mints of 10. And the blimp, max mints of only 10. So they're extremely scarce. And additionally, they contain design elements that Upland no longer allows. And so I think that's basically the rundown of why these seem really special to me. And again, I'm just thrilled that they are finally in the game of Upland. So let's see. Hold on, I've got to get rid of that. Okay, I'm getting better at this. The other thing, Umbrella Boy posted in Creedmoor Hub's Discord today that Upland has created a new channel. It is a new channel in the Upland server that has all of the leaderboards. Can you believe it? No more searching all over the place to figure out how to find each different leaderboard. So let me show you that. Here we go. All right, so my little sign is covering it. Oh, no, it isn't. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so this is the leaderboard channel, and Squall has posted links to Sizzle gamified earnings and the BitGet Sparklet bridge leaderboard. And then, of course, we have the Sizzle Ornament Challenge going on, and all the links are right here. And then all of the links to Sizzle Season Racing. So whenever you are needing a leaderboard, all you have to do is go to the Upland server, and right up here toward the top, toward the very top, is the leaderboards. So I'm grateful to Upland for doing that. It is incredibly, incredibly convenient. So thank you, Upland. Okay, what else have we done? The other big thing happening. Oh my gosh. There we go. The other super big thing happening is totems. And so today I went ahead and I activated all of my totems. I have, what did I figure out? I think I have, yeah, I have 12. So I have 12 different totems. They're all different types and colors, and it's going to keep me super busy and a little bit sleep deprived for the next 30 days. The good news is that it does not appear that anything remarkable has changed. I activated all of them today at around 2 p.m., so just over 2 hours ago. And I used all of the feeding amounts for each one. I used exactly the same amounts that I used last cycle. Or sorry, last chapter. And for every single totem, when I fed it, it just said you've successfully fed your totem. So there were no tips, no error messages. So it looks to me like they probably did not change the algorithm for totem care in that way. At this point, I'm fully expecting that we can take care of our totems the same way as we did last time. The main difference being we had played around last time with an underfeeding strategy. And there were a lot of people in Creedmoor Hub that followed an underfeeding strategy because you could underfeed your totem and not get penalized until it got up to the production part of its curve. But that was a loophole that I guess we exploited it, and Upland has closed it. So no underfeeding. But other than that, I don't see any huge difference. Let me share this simple graphic that I made. If you want to take a screenshot of it, I'll leave it up for a minute. All right, so this goes over each trait. So style, color, scale, base, and life form. And they are listed from the most common down to the rarest. And then it shows you that the style of your totem, like elegant, gamer, ancient, fantasy, future, painted, fluid, these determine how much your totem needs to be fed. The color determines how often your totem needs to be fed. The scale determines how often you need to harvest protem. And the base determines what kind of penalty you get if you mess up. Now, at this point, Upland has not, as far as I know, they have not implemented capacity yet. And if they have not implemented capacity, then the scale does not matter. And therefore, the harvest frequency doesn't matter, as far as we know right now. Anyhow, this, I think, is a nice, handy table, because you know how each of our totems has a unique ID number? You can kind of decode that here. See, elegant is 7, orange is G, micro is 9, and hexagon is D. So you'd have a 7G, 9D totem if you combined those traits together. As you probably know, each totem has a different output curve, and what that means basically is that the various totems will reward you in different ways at different times. So it's entirely possible that you'll be feeding your totem and you'll be feeding it more protem than it is producing. And that is going to be true for a lot of totems, where you're going to be feeding it a whole bunch and it's going to be giving you almost nothing back. Then there's other versions where you're feeding it a lot and it's giving you a lot, but in that case, it would eventually change to where it maybe dropped off and started giving you less. You don't really need to understand the output curve. Here's the one thing that you do need to understand is figure out how much to feed it, figure out how frequently to feed it, and then do that. Do that robotically, and do it robotically with no emotion. That's the key to totem care. Care for it robotically without emotion. And in the end, regardless of what your totem's curve is, it will pay out whatever it was going to pay out. So don't get discouraged. Don't be emotional. Just be a robot and take care of your totem according to the formula. And as it says down here, the exact feeding formula. Thanks to Umbrella Boy for cracking the totem code. And that was, we worked as a team. It was with help from RDP and oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. BCRCLAU. And I think More Cheese calls her Beatrice. I'm not exactly sure, but BCRCLAU and RDP and Umbrella Boy and many of us in the Creedmoor server worked together and did experiments, gathered data in order to provide information, and Umbrella Boy ultimately cracked the totem code. And the math problem that you need to do to find out how much your totem needs to eat and how frequently in this chart, you see optimal total protem in a 30-day cycle. So if you have an elegant totem, right, this is just determined right now by style. If you have an elegant, it needs 1,000 protem over 30 days. Okay, if you have down here the fluid style, it needs 1,600 total protem in a 30-day cycle. And all numbers in between. Okay, so your style determines how much protem it needs. Your color determines how often it needs to eat. So like if you have an orange totem and it needs to eat every 7 hours and 14 minutes, that equates to 90 intervals in the cycle. So over 30 days, you're going to feed it 90 times. So what you do is you'll take the number over here and you'll divide it by the number over here. So divide total protem by number of intervals, and that will tell you how much to feed your totem each time. So take a screenshot of that if you want, if you find it helpful. And I recommend making a spreadsheet so that you can keep track of your totems and feed them correctly. Because if you do a good job, you'll earn protem. And so to me, we're basically taking care of a money tree. Okay, totems are little money trees. Upland has 2 utility tokens. One of them is Sparklet and the other is STEM. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe STEM will also be listed on a crypto exchange someday. So this is our big chance to nurture our little money trees called totems. If we do a good job, we will earn an abundance of protem. And when STEM is introduced into Upland, we will exchange our protem for STEM on a 1-to-1 basis. So this is our money tree where we earn the next utility token that will be coming out in Upland. So to me, that's what this is about. So take good care of your little totem money trees. And if you need help or just want some camaraderie, come to the Creedmoor Hub server and be part of our community. You do not need to own property in Creedmoor Hub. We are open to all, and we welcome everyone. And come and join us. It's a lot of fun. So let me figure out again how to kill this screen. Did I do it? I did it. Okay. Gosh. I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. But yeah, it's been a while, and I just wanted to put this video out to cover some of the big things that have happened recently. It's been an exciting time in Upland, Paris, Sparklet, and Totems. And I will hope to see you in Discord or on X or in the Creedmoor Hub server. Always feel free to DM me if you need an invite. All right. Tap into the metaverse, and I'll see you in Upland. Bye, everyone.
The latest breaking news with
Wrong one. Bye.
Upland Metaverse.